Hey guys, so sorry, but today's video is a re-upload from the old channel, as today we were setting up a sort of warehouse sale on the website.
Yeah, we moved over to print to order about a year ago, but we've still got a ton of stuff just sitting about, and I kind of just want to get rid of it.
Yeah, so it's like a stock sale.
Essentially, yeah, we just want to get rid of it because it's been sitting for ages.
But we have everything at either half price or under a tenner anyway.
So the thing is, everything's very spread out. There's only like one or two really of anything there.
Mm-hmm. So be quick.
Yeah, be quick because people have already jumped on it. Also, I wouldn't leave you completely high and dry. We are just going to be doing the pin-up models as well, but they're going to be half price. So instead of a tenner, they're a fiver. Also, if you spend over 50 quid, just put in the promo code thing. It's pinned on the bar on the website. Free postage for everything over every order over 50 quid, which is pretty nice. But this is going to be running to the end of April, I think.
Yeah.
So
you want some £5 biddies? Head on over or check out what stock that we have.
Literally the cheapest it's ever been. So, look, you never know. It's a bit of you have to go hooking now, but
go and have a look and see what you can get, and be quick, I'm telling you. Sins committed against you. Be me. Prefer play by post for various reasons. Fluctuating schedule. I'm a better writer than I am an improv voice actor. No time for live sessions longer than 2 hours. Somehow find a solid server for the exact kind of gameplay I like. Everyone seems really cool. Enthused. GM runs me through the solo intro thing on Tabletop Simulator. Tells me how much he loves my character. Finally get to my first real quest. Get partnered with another new player. Anime profile pic.
Why does this always happen?
They don't know how to play. They don't know how to use the server's incredibly basic role functions.
To be fair though, it took me a long time on Roll20 to fully master all the command functions.
Because
so
I'm semi-boomer.
Yeah, maybe it's just because, okay, look, I'm a boomer, I'm accepting it. You know, it's not that bad.
Made the idea of screenshots to me was like technology mind-blowing. The internet exists, and it's not just Google. What? They only post once every 6 hours. The average player posts in other threads is nearly 10 times a day. My play is now at a standstill. I have to pretty much slog this out until they move on, because players like this only think they want to play. When they actually play, they do quickly realise playing is too much for them, because the DMs are probably too nice to not see this incredibly slow train wreck. I guess this is the filter I have to endure to get into the player group who actually plays the game.
Like, it's when it comes like finding players online it's really difficult. Like, there's a lot of crazy people on the internet. I would say just stick with it.
If it's something, it seems to be something that really suits you.
If the server seems good,
just stick with it.
Like,
they might just throw you in.
Or just be like, ask the DMs like, this fella's got an anime profile picture. Obviously he's cringe. Obviously he's cringe. Like,
yes.
You know,
can you please let me play with other people?
Yeah, like, you know, like I'm really enthusiastic. I want to get in there, but one post every 6 hours just ain't cutting it for me.
No,
you know, I want to enjoy myself.
Yeah, I have a 2-hour commute, so I keep a small bag of peanut M&Ms in my car. In September, my car was broken into. They didn't take any change or phone charger or aux cord or anything. Just my M&Ms.
What?
Oh, sad times, bro. They didn't even take the car, they just took your M&Ms.
Who goes through the effort of breaking into someone's car over M&Ms?
Hungry people. Tabletop related.
Okay. Well, like, that's still pretty. That's sin. Definitely calls.
Sin.
Yeah.
Be me. First game ever. Chaotic good barbarian. Told chaotic good isn't realistic. Can only be chaotic neutral or neutral good.
Okay, sure, why not?
Neutral good it is. 4 or 5 sessions in. I'm told lawful good because good can only be lawful or something to that effect. Decide fuck it. If I'm lawful, might as well be lawful. Town mayor is murdered. Stand in elections to replace him. Win. Okay, Anon. Let's designate a stand-in mayor for you. What? Well, I guess you can stay mayor, but we would have to retire your character and have you make a new one. Otherwise, you aren't adventuring. Should have just quit there. Sam GM split the party after a total party kill and let one player go off on his own. Also let the player control 2 characters who were mortal enemies, a la Batman and Joker. This guy would fight with himself for an hour or two, while the rest of the party did nothing but because DM found it hilarious.
Why?
Honestly, I think a player as the mayor could be quite interesting.
I think you could have fun with that.
Yeah, I think you could have fun with that.
Can you make him an adventuring mayor? Is that not going to happen? Like, all I'm going to say is, I really don't like alignment charts. I'm not into them. I know a lot. You know, the problem is, it doesn't matter.
Like, if you want to have alignment, most people have alignment on their sheet anyway.
It doesn't matter what you think of it, though. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you think or what I think. What matters is the individual DM things, and because it's not in good fucking fine print that everyone understands, it's a shit set. Like, it just doesn't work. There needs to be a better way about this.
Most of the people who I know who play lawful good are absolutely chaotic fucking evil.
Well, lawful evil. Okay, but you know, like, I suppose, like, if you're gonna play that paladin, you either play the lawful stupid or you play burn them all, let God sort them out, or kill them all, let God sort them out. Yeah, something along those lines. What do you guys make of alignment? Honestly, I'm kind of sick of it at this point.
I'm sick of alignment.
It causes too much hassle for my liking. Like, you know, like, the problem is,
you're in the middle of a really good encounter and you're doing something, and then somebody reminds you,
that's
not how you should be playing it, because you're meant to be lawful good or lawful
how about no? How about I'll just...
If I want to chop off his toes, I'll chop off his fucking toes!
Yeah, pretty much. That would be a good way to put it.
Playing in a long, complicated COC campaign. I'm not going to say Call of Cthulhu or Corruption of Champions or whatever it is, because anytime I say one, you're like, it's the other one.
Look, it's Clash of Clans.
1 million NPCs and story pieces. 1 million handouts. Literally and physically impossible to keep track of things without taking notes. I take notes. Other player take notes. One player spends a long time justifying and rationalising why he needn't take notes.
Okay, sure, whatever makes you feel better.
One person doing it is enough. It literally doesn't make sense for me to take notes. No, I feel called out.
But no, the thing is, like, sometimes you might pick up on things that other people might not.
Exactly.
And there's no point in stopping the game being like, oh, here guys, remember this sounds important. That's, you know, the small things, you know.
This kind of laziness is pretty infuriating. So much hinges on our notes, especially in a campaign like this, and him not only being lazy, but also justifying that laziness with smug and senselessness arguments is really frustrating.
Yeah, I would get that. Yeah, if it is one of those, like, you know, for me personally, I feel like the one I'm in at the minute...
But I do admit,
what?
I don't take notes.
Yeah, you don't take notes.
I diddle.
Yes, you do diddle. And you diddle on the fucking battle map, and you sit and draw shit in, like, the corner where you think no one can see.
Oh, okay. Is this just a call out, Megan?
Yes, this is. Like, everybody you call me out, so you get a call out from time to time, right?
Look, shut the fuck up.
Next post.
Playing Pokémon Tabletop United. IRL, I'm married to one of the legendary Pokémon, Reshiram.
No, he's
Long
not.
Story, don't ask.
Wait, is he one of those ones that takes the pictures with him, like, shitty photoshopped in? With, like, his hand, like,
I was about to say, is he, like, married to the voice actor, but...
I don't think he is married. You wouldn't say that if you were married to the voice actor. Right, let's keep going with this. This already doesn't sound good.
GM runs a black and white inspired story. Reshiram and Zekrom are the major legendaries in this story. GM erroneously mentions that both dragons are brothers.
They're gonna fuck, aren't they? Look. It's always... Why do they always do this?
Let's not mention this too early on, because fine rightly, there's going to be a fucking story in this.
Okay, let's keep going.
I correct GM and send him a document detailing what Reshiram is actually like. As I'm an expert... GM refuses to heed my advice next session. Keeps having Reshiram act out of character.
Wait. Okay, look, I'm just saying, like, see if I'm married to this Pokemon, I'm going to indulge this degeneracy. I'd like to think people would listen to me, you know, if who am I fucking kidding, Megan? Just keep going with this. This is a joke. This is a fucking joke.
No, I'll say it at the end.
Alright.
GM, I complain politely at the table. The other players and the GM get angry and start an argument. Culminates in them removing me from the game and posting logs to Facebook.
Well,
they invite friends and family members to flame me on Facebook.
That's pretty naff. What? To, like... Wait, what?
Okay. No, you know what this is?
What? Is he LARPing as Chris Chan?
No. Oh, that's exactly what I'm thinking. Are you actually married to the legendary Pokemon, which I doubt?
No, it was the intergalactical merge, Megan.
It was the merge, and this is
Merge.
this is in Chris Chan. This is what I think Chris Chan thinks of, like, who's he with now? Magic Chan, whoever else.
Okay, so he married Magic Chan. He cooked Sonic Chew out of Goose Chew, so he
Yeah.
did. And
Something else.
Yeah,
Anyway,
and he's married to
but,
another
like,
one.
is this what he thinks? And then whenever people like make like fun of Sonic Chew and whoever else, it's like, actually, I am.
Well, the thing is, he does believe everything, even if it's not created by him, it still
It's
happened.
canon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's still canon. So
Yeah.
even if someone else was to go off and start drawing pictures of Sonic
And
Chew,
he doesn't like
that-
people flaming him.
Oh. Look, guys,
That's such a term.
I really want this to be fake. I don't want this to be real. I like to imagine that these people just don't exist. And, yeah, we're just going to keep to that. This didn't happen. This is a very elaborate bit of bait.
Yeah.
Yeah? And that's what I want it to be.
And now, the models of our website, brought to you by neckbeardia.co.uk. Get y'all some of these titties.
Dwarf titties, orc titties, cat titties, fat titties, the gases and wastes a bit. Vampires and goblins and all the buff champions and even hentai, yeah that too. Dragons, manticores, ogres and gnomes and bugbearers and even more to you go still. Undead and demons and then our friend Pally and definitely not 40k. Wood elves, dark elves and lizards and Megan the Slither and James the look cool as he stands. Beholders and kobolds and tyrants and only in a donkey with a frying pan. If you don't want no models, then no need to bother. We now have subclasses and teas. Also, Guardbros Book, go have a look. Check out the link to Ko-fi. Thank you for watching our videos and giving our channel a hand. But this is the end, our viewers and friends, so let's get back to the video, man. I fucking hate myself. Every week, we're going to be doing a giveaway of the new pinup model of the month. Or, if models isn't your thing, all of our homebrew content. If you want to be in with a chance to win the giveaway, all you need to do is subscribe. That's it. Hit the subscribe button. That's it.
Do it now.
But last week's winner was this guy. Well done! Yay! Round of applause. Everybody stands up and claps. But enough of that. Let's get back to the video. Friend asks to join ongoing Legend of the Five Rings game I'm in. Vouch for him because we're bros IRL, who got on great playing War Machine and various board games. Won't research the setting, not even poking around YouTube or wiki pages. In scenes he waits to be promoted to do stuff like a brainless automation, gets bored, complains about aspects of the setting that were clearly outlined in the basic core book, and quits, now acting like I forced him into some torturous experience against his will. Role-playing with people who learned on D&D is dangerous. The equivalent of dating a girl who was molested or is stuck in a pattern of breaking up and circling back to some abusive bad boy ex she imprinted on her teens. You can't fix them and you're going to get burned.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that far. But I will say, Legend of the Five Rings, okay, for me, I'm not that very, like, don't get me wrong, I do think feudal Japan is cool, but I'm not a fucking weeb, right? And Legend of the Five Rings is a very, as far as I'm aware, from the outside looking in, again, this is, I don't really know much about this, so I'm going to make myself look like a fucking idiot, but I do that in every fucking video we do anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So, you know, look, it is what it is. But, yeah, no, it is a bit of a more serious, grounded setting, and there is an awful lot to look into, especially, it's... The problem I've got with this a few times, like, you know, see one of our boys make homebrews and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, but like, could you? What should I know before going into this? Or like, you know, say you're making a character for someone's homebrew, and it's like, well, what's it like? You know what I mean? Whereas with like this Legend of the Five Rings, you can look it up yourself. You're not having to be like, yo, man, what happened here?
Give us some details.
Can we give us? You know what I mean? And you don't have to sit down with them for like 5-6 hours for them to work out.
Yeah.
Well, this is actually what my land is like, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah. I don't know. I don't think D&D players are that bad, but...
I do think they get stuck sometimes.
They do. And I think a lot of people fall back on it. It's like, well, I already know this system. I'm happy with it.
I can't say fucking anything. I haven't played anything but D&D.
Yeah.
So I can't say anything.
Well, I like it, you know. I don't think it's a bad system, but again, I suppose we're just going to be called normies.
Yeah. Be Me plays an anime-inspired game. Whole point of my character is that he has a really big family, and his sole reason to live is to be reunited with them.
Block from Pokémon.
Yes. Explicitly mentioned to my GM that family members would likely be in other countries. just so there's zero chance they end up in danger and collectively get murdered. I even assigned each family member a personal bodyguard in my background just as extra protection. 2 games in, we come to a secret lab where my character and his family were raised. Everyone is dead! Somehow, despite being on the run, all the extended family and protectors had the great idea to return to where we escaped from, only to get killed. I am visibly unhappy, but I still decide to roll with it. No, I'd throw hands up. I'd be so pissed off.
Like, man, I really wanted this. This is what I designed the character for.
Yeah.
Like, I like to think
because it's going to change his whole character.
Yeah. Like, is that one of the points where you just turn around and just, put the barrel in your mouth and be like, right, next character roll up.
Yeah. GM introduces 2 survivors. The one character I liked the least, a brother, and the one I liked the most, a sister. Well, at least not everything is lost. The one I like the most is infected, poisoned, insane, about to die. I roll for anything I can do within my limited skills to help. I even got critical successes once or twice, which in our system equals automatic success, no matter how improbable. Nope, nothing worked. Allies who are playing psychos decided to mercy kill my sister. Got told afterwards the only ones who could have saved her were my psycho allies, who are playing psychopathic killers. GM can play some good games, but man was that one of the stupidest things he's done in a game. I told him afterward that if you kept acting like that, I'll stop putting in work role-playing and I'll just play the murder hobo that can be, and send all his elaborate story plots to hell. Fortunately, he listened. Well, at least
good.
he listened.
Yeah, well, that's good.
It's kind of a bullshit thing to do.
Yeah.
Especially whenever you specifically
said, I want this to be...
Like, I get using character backstories for storylines. I get it. But he's explained that his family are on different islands. They're different countries.
It's anime. Like, everyone knows the power of friendship in anime. Like, you just can't get anything better than that.
Yeah.
Power, family and friends, power of friendship, all that shit. That's very important in an anime setting.
Yeah.
So going for that sort of a background, I think, makes a lot of sense. Maybe he's out adventuring, trying to make a bit of money, needs to sort, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what he wants to do. Just I want to play it safe. I want to retire the character. That's what I want to go for.
Yeah.
I can get, maybe you could do I hate bringing this up. We've actually talked I suppose we're talking about sins here, and tabletop and Japanese culture go hand in hand, guys. I'm sorry to say. You know how it is. But no, maybe you could do, what would be really cool? I've been trying to get Megan to watch this for ages, Griever the Firefly, and I feel like you could maybe redo that with maybe the sister that's very ill. If they didn't decide to mercy kill her, maybe they could have kept her, down radiation poisoning.
Yeah.
And then you could have actually made, if any of you guys have watched Grieve the Firefly, I would highly recommend it. It's not weep trash. I would consider it actually genuinely a great movie. It just happens to be anime. But, I've no more said about it. Maybe you could have went something like that. That would have been a cool way of going about it.
Yeah. Be a high intelligence wizard. Party gets a bag of holding. Roll absurdly high arcana to identify it. Yeah, it's a bag of holding. You know exactly what it does. From DM, because we faffed about enough. Leader kill boss. He drops an obviously super cursed object. Obviously.
I feel like I've been in that situation before. Never got a cursed object go to waste, guys.
Succeed dexterity to scoop up cursed object in bag of holding, so nobody has to touch it until we can blow it. So you're picking up dog shit.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. You know what you do? I've been trying to. This is why Teal won't give me a bag of holding, and I really, really want a bag of holding. Well,
You'd be dangerous with
no,
a bag of holding.
You know what I want to do is I just want to get a bag of holding, rip the bottom of it out so it ends up in that pocket dimension ship, and literally, if you can fit it in a bag of holding, you can just put everything you want into another dimension. You don't need to worry about that shit.
So just put it over people?
Well, I was also thinking, maybe if we could strap the bag of holding to, one of the blisters on one of the ships. think of the possibilities.
This is why Teal won't give you a fucking.
That's why Teal won't give me shit anymore.
Teal won't give you nothing
anymore. Like, I really want to, Teal, if you're listening, just please, I really want that bag of holding.
Don't give me.
And they, you know, the thing is, they won't even put it in the magic shop. I could afford a bag of holding if I wanted one.
Because he knows what you're going to do with it.
Like,
And it can't be dealing with
what I'm going to do with a bag of holding is going to be fun, right? It's going to be fun.
It's going to fuck up the story, though. You're just, anytime you're in a country...
It's already fucked. It's already fucked. Let's not get ourselves.
I don't even know what story we're reading anymore.
Oh, right. Okay, something about a bag of holding. Let's do this.
So nobody has to touch it.
Yeah, he picked up the dog shit.
Until we can blow it up. Okay. Put some other crap in it. Later want to sell some stuff from bag to get travel money. Get told to roll randomly for which item I pull out, instead of just grabbing what I wanted after sticking my hand in it.
I mean, no one puts fucking dog shit in their fucking handbag, do they?
I know.
You know what I mean? Like, you gotta wrap that shit up at least.
Says the rules for bags of holding are too vague, so he makes it an equal random chance to grab each item in it, so no matter what I wanted to look for. I know it's a cursed plot device. I wouldn't mind having a 5 to 10% chance of grabbing the evil thing every time because magic. But a bag like that is effectively a useless cursed item. Literally nobody has ever used a standard bag of holding like that. An intelligence character wouldn't even use the piece of shit if they knew it would just spit out whatever, whether you like it or not.
Look, I've got a really simple way of fixing this for you. What you do is, right, you get your bag.
The bottom of the bag.
No, you don't even need to open the bottom of the bag. You literally just hold it upside down and start fucking shaking it and let everything get out of the bag.
That's not a bad idea.
No, literally just fucking shake the bag, get everything out, like empty out the bag. If you're having a lot of difficulty, like find someone that has sheep water, fucking flush the bag out, you know what I mean? You'll be able to get it out.
Yeah.
Like literally just empty everything out of the bag.
If they flush the water, would the water not get stuck in that other dimension?
No, not if the bag's, as long as the bag's not
bag's full of water. You got.
Well, I know bag of holdings do have a weight limit, and I don't know I can't remember what the weight limit is off the top of my head. Like either way, just shake the fucking bag upside down until everything comes out of it. Like do you really need to keep that cursed item? You might have to. But like you know, like I'm sure you skipped it up before. You can skip it up again, or just don't. You know,
pump it into the fucking thing.
I don't know. You can just empty the fucking bag, so you don't have a chance of fucking picking it up every time. Jesus Christ, you know.
Or
what?
Put the cursed item in another fucking bag.
Yeah,
so you don't need to touch
a bag that no one carries.
Put it in an actual bag and then put it into like a wagon or something.
No, you know what you do? You get a hobo sack stick with like a hobo sack on your back.
Yes,
and that's how you carry it.
That's the cursed item.
No, you know what you do, right? You turn this into weapons. So what you do is you get the stick, you put the cursed thing in it, yeah, and then you beat people with it. So then you're cursing the other people with it. You're not even touching that shit.
Yes.
So there you go. You put a curse on people.
It's a cursing stick.
Yeah, exactly. You now got a perfect cursing stick. If I was a DM personally, I would give that maybe a +1 to magic. So I would, like, you know, just saying. I think that would be a pretty cool one. You know,
Teal, you need to run away.
Yeah, like that's how I would deal with it. I know how I would deal with it. It would be absolutely horrible. But like, you know, I'm just saying there might be a bit of sense in there. You know, how would you guys handle this?
Game proposed as low magic, post-apocalyptic, prevent super-apocalypse fantasy game.
Fuck, that's a mouthful.
2 rogues and an artificer. Every single NPC hates us.
Well, why would they not? Why would they actually not? That sounds like Osprey. That sounds like a great way. Like that party composition just sounds for like, yeah, people aren't going to like you very much.
Every single NPC refuses to share information with us. Find out we're supposed to go to these bunkers/tombs and activate something through an old recording device. Setting turned out to be the future Earth after some demon thing. We head to the one northeast because it's the coolest and sounds the least dangerous. We come across a camp of 3 cultists. One of the cultists complains that they're supposed to wait around here for weeks. We watch them from atop the hill, observing them and deciding to wait until nightfall and rely on the good aspect of our horribly optimised, mostly rogue party. Wait until one turns in for the night and we sneak up on the other 2. Turns out the cultists were horrible mutants with unbreakable skin.
For fuck's sake.
And bladed appendages. They insta-kill us. No dice are rolled, we simply die.
Why does this happen so often?
Including the artificer who was waiting behind a rock.
Why?
The one in the tent appeared out of nowhere and simply crushed him to death. GM shits on us for not realising we weren't supposed to go there yet. You should have known that when they said they have to wait for weeks. We've been seething about this for fucking months. At no point was it indicated, in or out of character, that there was an order we were supposed to go in.
Like, honestly, to me that just sounds like the DM was like, I don't want to DM this game anymore.
Yeah, these guys, to me this sounds like the DM's like, these guys are assholes.
I'm just like, let's just kill them. Like, let's not even try and be subtle about it. It's like, yeah, you guys...
The rock falls out of nowhere.
I thought you guys would have known that. You weren't supposed to be here yet.
What do you mean you didn't know that? Did you not listen to them?
I don't know. What do you do with that?
Good move, DM. Good move.
Yeah, excellent. That was very cash money of you,
He flamed hard on that. I sound so white.
I flamed. That's cringe. Like, all I'm going to say is, I think that's where we're going to end it here. Now, don't get me wrong. A lot of the people in this thread, there was sins committed against you. However, you're playing, I'm sorry to say,
you're probably not innocent.
Anime was not a good thing to happen to tabletop role-playing games. I'm just putting out there. Now, anime can be fun, and a lot of people can enjoy it. I'm not saying it's all horrible, nasty, but it doesn't have a good influence.
No.
They're kind of, you know what it is? It's kind of like Native Americans and cowboys, and they just rub up against each other the wrong way, and someone's going to end up scalped, or we're going to have to commit genocide.
At least one person's going to end up scalped.
So one's getting scalped, and the rest of you is getting genocided, right? There's no two ways about it, all right, guys? That's just what happens, all right? Is whenever two cultures that don't get along, rub up against each other, it just happens, all right? And that's kind of what anime is. But I want to know more about the guy that says he's married to that Pokemon.
Yeah, I want to know more about him too.
He says, "Oh yeah, it's a long story." It's like, no. You must tell that.
You need to fuck whatever else you're telling me. Just tell me this.
Yeah, I want to know more about that. But yeah, have you had any sins committed against
you?
I don't think I have, really, personally. I think I've
not being allowed to have a bag of holding.
Yeah, okay, well, bar me being banned from certain magic items for my own safety. Let's just say, look, Megan, you don't even say nothing because, right, when we came across that sphere of annihilation, you tried to fuck me in it last time before we knew what it was. Yeah, you did.
I wanted to test out what it done.
Yeah,
I've never seen one before.
Yeah,
I wanted to put your dick in it.
Yeah, and you tried to fucking fuck me into it. Now, luckily, I passed a bit of a dex save because, I managed that. But yeah, I'm just saying, Megan was like, "Oh yeah, let's experiment with this thing. Let's see." So I was sitting fucking pinging locks. I threw a few gold coins in because it was like a big open mouth, and I was like, "Oh, you know what? Maybe it's like a wishing well. Maybe we could do something like that." And Megan was like, "Oh, yeah, just go on in. Sure, have a wee look." It's like, I don't know. Teal says it's pretty black. To me, it looks pretty foreboding. It doesn't look good. So look, I'm just saying, it's not all me, okay? I'm Megan tries to say, "Oh yeah, James, you're horrible. How could you ever do these things?" It's like, shut the fuck up. You're just bad. You're just bad.
And this is why we're married.
Yeah. So, if you guys have any sins of your own, let us know them down below.
Not sins of your own. No, you've ever had
sins committed against you
in tabletop.
Yeah. If you have any, let us know. We might do a video if we get enough good ones.
Yeah.
We'll do a video compilation of them because I like hearing your guys'.
And as always, check out the links, the models, the subclasses, the t-shirts, all that good shit. Hit subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get notified every time we post. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye!